Hey guys, you're watching because you want to know only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. We are nearing the completion of our modern apartment complex here. A little bit more to do on the roof. I think there's a little bit to do on the back. And once we've got that, we can then copy it, flip it, and paste it to get the other half in. Once we've done that, I think I might play around with some of the colours of this building as well. What is cyan clay at the moment? I would like to see what it would look like if we made it into a more black block. I know we thought about it right at the beginning of the build and we decided against it. I like the grey, I like the cyan, and I'll be happy if that's what we stick with, but I just want to take a look at what it would look like if we had it as black blocks instead. So, what have we got then? The roof. The roof is something that we're going to have to stray away from a little bit against the original picture that we designed this building off, because on the original design, it's just like, well, I can't even see it, but it just seems to be like the same color. I would rather do something a little bit more interesting here, and I think I know what, at least on this one. What I want to do is I want to grab this clay. Let's turn the shaders off here for where we build. And I want to have this just become squares, right? Flat squares. And then where it's cyan clay, I want to extend it up by an extra block. Maybe add some orange as like a little bit of sort of accent to the other orange sections that we've got in the building. So we have these in here like this, and the same on this one. And then, as you can see, we end up with this sort of cross, this sort of X, if you like, in the middle. And it'd be really cool if somehow we can just extend it up to be a little bit higher. I don't want to take away the look of the one block above here, though. So maybe we'll have to extend it back, like, either by 1 block or by 2 blocks, and then go up by 1. So if we had that there, oops, that there, this one, and this one, and then we follow this around the X so we keep away from the clay. And then I think I want an orange in it. I don't think on the same level. I think maybe we set 1 block back and then put this cyan again back on top of it, and we end up with a sort of indent orange line going through it, and I think it'll just cap the building off quite nicely. So there's the outline. Then if we grab the orange over here, and we put the orange right here. Now it looks really weird. It looks like a pyramid sort of top at the moment. But the cyan is going to go back out a block again, and I think that's going to give a really nice impression. I'd really like to do some lighting as well on this building, like especially underneath the dark side where the car parking spots are. I think just at night time I want to start thinking about this on more buildings. In fact, we might have an episode soon, maybe even next episode, who knows, where we go around at night time in the world and we just light it up in areas. We've got all the street lights lighting up the road, and that looks fantastic, but then most of the buildings, because they don't have any interiors yet, at least, they don't stand out. They don't have anything interesting about them. They're just dark. You can barely see them. And at night time, a city always should look good, right? Whenever I remember still when I was working for Talk, I was doing door-to-door sales. It was a terrible job. Don't ever do it. But I remember I had to drive to Inverness up in Scotland once. Well, twice. 2 or 3 times actually. But I remember the first time that I went up there, I was coming down the motorway, and you know you're getting close to Scotland because it starts getting very, very hilly. Like the roads, you go up and then you sort of hit the top and then you come back down, and really fun, actually quite fun roads to drive on as far as like a normal boring motorway would go. And as I got up, it was about, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock ish. And it was winter time, and it was pitch black, and I went up to the top of this hill, and as you drove over it, the landscape sort of appeared, and it was Inverness, and at night time it looked absolutely stunning. There was bridges all over the place, like in the distance, big bridges and small bridges, and they were lit up so nicely. All the skyscrapers you could see, like the tall buildings, you could see all the short little residential houses, all the street lights, and just I'll always remember the view from up there. It was a terrible job. It was awful, but that view will always stick with me. I think this looks cool, but and I want that same effect out of our city. I want to be able to back off at nighttime and have all of the glow there. I really like that top. I think that really finishes that off nicely, right? Adds that little bit of height, just that extra little section. Now for this section, I think we can do something relatively similar with it. We were nearly finished with this back here, right? We put the back on here. Do we need any windowsills on the back there? I mean, at the front here, we've got the porches. But at the back here, we don't have anything. What if we got some white slabs just to go underneath these? Right? Adds a little bit more depth to the windows. We're using a colour that we've already used in the building, so it shouldn't really look all that bad. Yeah, oh no, I don't need to do any more work down there. At least not much. Okay, so then up here, I think I want this to definitely overhang. Like this. So that overhangs like that. And we have an orange part that actually goes higher. Okay, I think I could use that. I think we can do that. I'm pretty sure cyan clay is 159.9. Set 159.9. And then here as well. Set 159.9. And then at this orange part, what if we just went one block higher and I just come out to here? So we do that. And we do this. I think once it's doubled, it looks odd with it only being one. Oh, and maybe we should do it so it's in line with that as well. But the trouble is on the back, that doesn't then make sense. Unless I move this bar over by one. Like if I grab this. And I cut it. And I paste it. And then I make this orange. Which is 159.1. And then we put this over here. And now this is in line with that. I think it looks nice square then. It goes further forward. And I like that sort of overlap look. I might end up doing something on the top here. Maybe bring this up by a couple of blocks. Yeah. Okay, I like that. What if we carved out like a miniature hole in here, like that? That caps that off nicely. It's obvious that that's sort of meant to be the top. And what if I then done the same on this side? So we go with this and then put that one and that one in. So it looks like it sort of folds over the top of it. Okay, I like that. I think that's good for the moment. Anything else that I've missed off the picture? I don't think there is anything that I've missed off the picture. So it's all now personal preference. Do we want the... I can't put the white slabs on the windowsills on here. I can think about doing some lighting now, though. I think that's all good. This is all good around here. All the glass is in everywhere, right? All the glass is on those windows. All the glass is on these windows. I can't put any windowsills on many of these. I can do them along here. Maybe above and below on those. Yeah, go on then. Why not? Nice big doorways there. We might also change up the colour of some of the glass as well in here. Replace air with 160. Oh, and there's a couple of windows up here that don't have it too. It's the sort of thing that you want to do now before you copy and paste it. Otherwise, you end up just like wasting a bunch of time. Alright, and then we've got all of the pillars all ready to go underneath. All the windows on the back here are all done. Excellent. Okay, little bit of clay to go around here. Get rid of these little bottom ones. Alright. Are we ready? Because that's the middle point. So that's going to be copied and flipped and stuff. This... I'll just add here as well. I don't know if I need it here. But I think it'll copy and paste it fine. Anything else? Can I remember anything else? I don't think so. I think... Oh no, lighting. What lighting did we have? Lamps. We have wall lamps, we have redstone lamps, we have glowstone, which I think just looks like glowstone. I should really change that up to a more interior light, I think, would be nice. Now, let's go with these exterior lamps. I think they've got a little bit more of a modern feel to them. And we put them... That's meant to be a door. And here. And here. Already it's like shining a little bit of light even in the daytime. Okay, so that's on those. On this side, they're just windows. But I could put them on here. There's like the perfect space for them. These also work, these lights work roof mounted as well. Like you can put them on the roof. On the ceiling, not the roof. Maybe like that. I think that looks cool, right? Just on that wall there. And the same on this side. That one. That one. And that. I'm pretty sure these will copy and paste anyway. I don't know if the lights will. That one. That one. That one. And that one for certain. Do I want them on these ones as well? That one. 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 I love these slabs, like on the undersides with the clay sticking out. I think that's a really, really nice effect. On here, I'm going to put them maybe on the front like that. I don't think I want anything on those ones. And then on these ones, we can then go back to the ones above the door. Why am I moving back and forth? Did you see that? I was like moving back and then leaning forward. And there. And the same on these ones. But I'm going to put these ones on the wall over here. So many apartments. So many apartments. Alright. Oh, and this side. Oh, and then the back. That one. That one. Oh. It doesn't look terrible roof mounted. There. And then the back ones. The back ones don't need to be done on that one. They do want to be done on these ones, though. I think I'm going to put them on either... Down one. On either side. There. And there. That one. And that one. That one. And that one. That one. And that one. This one. And that one. Okay, we're ready. Let's copy it. It's going to take the road with it as well. But that should be fixable. Let's start off. This bottom corner is the most furthest point out. There. I hate this part. I hate this part, especially on a big build like this. I know I can just undo it, but there's always a part of me that thinks, what if I break it? What if it completely wrecks it? Okay, and I need the precise middle point. This one. Right there. And up a block to grab that. So we're now at the top, and then I need to come out enough to grab everything down here, which I think is there. Okay, so if I grab that, if I then go down, this is the middle point, right? This one right here. So if I go down here, I make sure I'm right. I'm good. Right. Copy. What way is that? That way is south. Flip south. Paste -A to get rid of the air. Okay. I'm going to leave the leaves there. It didn't take the car park because I forgot to count the ground blocks. But that's okay. Everything else has come with it. The road is not wrecked. I thought we would end up with like a little bit of a sidewalk, but yeah, I didn't take the ground, did I? So that's not going to happen. And then everything out that looks so cool, right? Oh my, that looks absolutely huge. Such a big... You could fit a car through there if you wanted this to have like an indoor car park as well. You could do that. I might do that. I might turn that into like a car driving part. And then there's a few little green spots here. I might put some trees in there. I don't think I want to fill that up with a car park. Okay, let me get the car parking slots down here, and I should be back. Alright, so I've got all the car parks all the way along there. Let's just put some lights in here. I think if I can go in the middle of all of the orange parts. I know it's not going to light up the ground. Light in Minecraft only travels 7 blocks. But it will give a nice glow to the underside here, because it is very dark. Oops, wrong one. That one. That one. This one. So glad that I done an odd number there unintentionally. Yeah, see how that just lights up on the inside there? Looks really cool. Let's also finish off this little grassed area as well out here. Just grow a couple of trees. I don't want the maple orange ones in here, but just like some normal trees would be good. I'll have this coming down here. Join up to there, be like a little path. Let's make it 1 block wider. So they can then get into this side as well. And then in the middle here, you know, if we made it all slabs, I could then just grow a tree off it. So if we went with this 44.6, yeah, I think that just looks better just as that anyway. But then if we go with some dirt and we get 2 trees, one here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in from the edge. Keep it in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one here. Sapling. Oak trees, bone meal, just to grow it quicker. Like that one. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, that's a nice one. It's a little bit more derpy looking, but it works. And then if we put something around the outside here, like some pillared quartz. What's that? Oh, pillared quartz inked. Never heard of it. Like this, and then put a slab over the top to hide the top of the texture of the pillared quartz, which I don't like. Like this. Slab. Dark oak. Dark oak works. Or just normal. Now the grey is going to blend in with the bottom, and the white's going to blend in with the quartz. No, I think the dark oak would be good. Just like that. What about a couple of benches? Bench. Now I am... sofa... What are they called? Couch. That's what they're called. These is going to be awkward because we're on half slab here, so they float. So I think what we're going to have to do is actually put these up like this. And this one. And then same down the middle here. And it's going to be like a little step up to a bench. No one will know why we've done it apart from us. That one, oops. Let's do 2 3 block wide benches. And the same down here. Is there anything I can have down the middle there? Like a little leaf? Jungle leaves? Something like that, just down the middle there. I think that looks pretty cute, right? Yeah, why not? We'll have that in there as well. I think it just sort of finishes off that part really, really nicely. This whole street now is completely filled from road to road. Front to back is perfect. Let's also make this into like a little drive-in area. You could fit 2 cars down here as well. Totally unintentional. It was meant to be like the main entrance, but there's so many doors on here. There's like one over there, one on the side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 6 doors. There's 6 doors into this building. I think that's plenty. I don't think you need any more than that. So let's just go in here. Set stone. Just get a little bit of an entrance in here. And then grab this one. Left-hand side would be here. And then the other direction will... this one. Oop, not there. Like that. I know I can go in further if we need to, but that just gives you the impression like that, you know, that's what it's meant to be then. I think that looks so cool. All right, let's just experiment round before we have a look at it at night time with a black block. So we've got stone as a black block. We've got birch planks, which is just got the texture of black wool. I done that for something earlier on in the season. Obsidian, I really don't think will work, so I'm not going to try it. We've got black stained clay, which is a very, very pitch void black. You can't see anything on it, so that might be a little bit too black. We've got coal blocks. Crystals are transparent. They're like glass, so I'm not going to bother with that. These blocks, I think, no, they're very close to coal blocks anyway. And then we've just got some very sort of just bland black blocks there. Okay, no, we've got these 4. So let's go with a wand, and we shall just grab here, because it's not going to select anything that I don't want it to select here. There's nothing that I can do wrong with this, really. See, that's got stone in the building. And then pause 2. Oops. There we go. Okay, and then replace 159.9 with whatever we want. So let's go from right to left. Stone. Replace 159.9 with stone. So as you can see, that's what it looks like darker. See, I do like it being a little bit darker. I don't mind the stone. Now the whole building's done. At first, it was blending in with the road, but I think that was because that we didn't have too much like with it. See, here it does blend in with the stone though. So let's try something else. Let's try 5.2. Undo. And then replace it with 5.2. So this is going to be the black wool. Okay, I think I like that more, but the wool texture looks a little bit woolly. Do you know what I mean to me? Okay, but I do like it. I definitely like it being darker. Okay, this one is going to be very void-like. 159.15. Undo to 159.15. That looks very much like the picture now. Very much like the picture. And you know what? I don't mind it. I thought that was going to be like too dark. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was going to be like suck you in, suck all the light out of the whole building dark. But you know what? With the orange, it's contrasting so well with the orange and making that stand out more than I'd ever have thought. I like that. And then we'll try coal blocks 173 with 173 just to see. I can see the texture from back here. No, I don't like that. Undo. You know, I think I like that. I think I like that the best. It makes it stand out against all the other buildings that we've got around. It makes the blue stand out more. The blue glass stands out more with it being black. I like that. I think that looks really, really cool. Alright, perfect. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. Oh, time set. Don't leave yet. 11,000. That's still daytime. To 21,000. There we go. Ah, yes. Shaders. Come on now. Yeah, see, so look at that building compared to that building. Now, if we can get every single building to look half as nice as this does at night, I almost prefer it at night. See, that looks so cool. Car. Is it raining? Oh, I thought it was raining then. Car. Oops, I threw it. Jump in a skyline. Let's just get out here. Look at that, right? When you're driving down it. Oh, now that looks cool. Alright, guys. That is going to do it for this episode. Let's check it out from the back. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. And you know what? I think next episode we are going to be working on making this city look really nice at night time. I think it's really worth doing. So look forward to that. See you guys in the next one.